Are you a HR administrator, generalist, assistant, intern, and you're looking for that next step, that level up? Are you trying to apply for a HR business partner role? Have you thought to yourself, you know what, it's time for me to get to that next level, but you're not sure how your experience currently is going to transpire into answering interview questions in relation to a HR business partner role? Well, you have landed on the right video. In this video, I am going to go through 3 questions and answers that I think can help you prepare for a HR business partner role if you have no prior HR business partner experience. But just because you've got no prior HR business partner experience does not mean you do not have experience for that role. There's probably different experiences that you've had in your current role now, which actually do relate to being a HR business partner, and a lot of skills that you've developed, such as managing specific aspects of employee life cycles, whether that be onboarding, offboarding, whether that be managing the administrative systems regarding benefits and absence management. There are so many different skills that you've probably already done that you don't even realize would make a great business partner. So let's get into this video where I show you how I would approach these type of questions. So the first question is, how has your previous experience in HR prepared you for this position? Now, the reason why they may be asking you a question like this is they want to understand your professional experience and skill set currently, and how is that going to translate into a business partnering role? How are you going to show that you are strategic and business orientated? How do you make decisions quickly? How are you, when it comes to employee engagement, what initiatives have you been a part of? What business cases have you potentially come up with? What ideas have you shared with your manager around improving things that are challenging in your organization? There is so many different examples that you could use to help you answer this question. But what I would do is just pick a couple, like 2 or 3 main skill sets that relate to being a HR business partner. Look at your experience and see what it is that you can pick from your experience that relates to that skill, and speak about that when answering this question. So I'm now going to go into my mock interview setting to show you how I would answer this type of question. How has your previous experience in HR prepared you for this position? My experience as a HR administrator has equipped me with the necessary skills and knowledge to thrive in a business partnering role. One example of this is my success in improving the onboarding processes for new employees in my previous role. After noticing a high attrition rate among new hires, I conducted exit interviews and worked with my manager to develop a library of resources for managers to support new employees. This initiative led to a decrease in our attrition rates and demonstrated my ability to collaborate with management to solve a challenge that impacted the organization's retention of talent. Additionally, my involvement in complex disciplinary hearings, such as cases of bullying, harassment, and discrimination, has honed my ability to handle difficult situations with professionalism and sensitivity. I have experience setting up meetings, taking notes during the hearings, and working with investigators to reach a conclusion. In terms of HR strategy, I understand how the business's culture, products, services, teams, values, and also goals play a vital role in planning and executing our HR objectives. I have experience pitching business cases and presenting HR strategies to senior management, such as implementing an apprenticeship levy program to help build a future workforce and support students who may not attend university but want practical experience. Overall, my experience in HR has prepared me for the challenges and responsibilities of a business partner role. I'm confident in my ability to collaborate with stakeholders, handle difficult situations, and develop and execute successful HR strategies that align with the company's objectives. So the second question is, please share a time where you were able to contribute to better employee engagement. Now, the employee engagement question, I think if you were to get a question like this will be really good for anyone who doesn't have direct HR business partnering experience, because I believe as an administrator, an intern, an assistant, a generalist, employee engagement is a topic on everybody's agendas. So there's probably some type of aspect of your role where you have been involved with trying to increase employee engagement. And employee engagement is all around belonging, sense of belonging, recognition and achievement, how happy employees are, their vigor, how energized they are, and their satisfaction. There's so many different aspects of employee engagement, and the majority of what we do in HR does affect that. So what employee engagement initiatives have you been a part of? Now, it's important that you showcase maybe something key that you have been involved in your previous role to help you to identify an aspect which can really link into what a HR business partner would have to do in these instances. Because you may have been involved in a specific project around employee engagement, but who knows, you might have led a certain initiative, you might have challenged an idea, you may have came up with an idea which your manager allowed you to go and implement. So let's have a look at how I answered this interview question.
Please share a time where you were able to contribute to better employee engagement.
In my previous role as a HR administrator, I recognised the importance of employee feedback in improving engagement. I created a survey to gather feedback from employees at the end of their day one onboarding presentation, and I discovered that employees felt overwhelmed by the amount of information presented in a single session. To address the issue, I proposed a 3-day onboarding experience that involved different stakeholders presenting relevant information to ensure the message was clear and concise. I collaborated with senior management to obtain buy-in and successfully implemented this new onboarding approach. The new onboarding experience resulted in a 25% decrease in attrition rates for employees within their first 6 months of employment. This experience taught me the importance of gathering employee feedback, collaborating with different stakeholders, and implementing changes to address employee needs. As a HR business partner, I believe that these skills can contribute to developing and implementing strategic employee engagement initiatives. So, the final question is, tell me about a time where you had to make a quick decision which would have a significant impact on the business. Now, the reason why I've added this question into the mix is because sometimes, and I've experienced it myself, when I'm in interviews, they will ask me certain questions that completely throw me off. Now, when I think about quick decisions that I've made, things don't really instantly come to mind, especially quick decisions that I've made that have made a significant impact in the business. Now, these kind of questions, sometimes they will ask you questions with this type of wording, which can put you off. And this is why I think it's important that we need to plan and prep for these types of questions. So I've actually said many times before, probably not on YouTube, but I've said that it's important to have like a experience bank. Make an experience bank of just different times where you've made certain impacts in your organization, because it will really help you when you start interviewing. But with this type of question, you need to think about how have you done something and responded so quickly that it has ensured that maybe a process or an initiative has gone forward because you reacted, or have you worked with a teammate, or have you worked as part of a team and made a quick decision with other individuals in order to successfully ensure something gets done and it's not postponed, for example. So, I mean, that's the type of way that I would think about that question and how I would answer that question. So it's important to really think about what decisions you've been making in your role currently. So let's see how I would answer this interview question.
Tell me about a time where you had to make a quick decision that was going to have a significant impact on the business.
In my previous role as a HR administrator, I encountered a situation where we were about to open up our benefit windows for the upcoming year. As we were performing the final testing, we noticed that some of the benefit rates were still based on the old rates from the previous year. Realising the impact that this error could have on employees, my colleague and I quickly took charge of the situation and scheduled an emergency meeting with our benefit software provider. During the meeting, we explained the issue and pushed for a resolution that would ensure that the correct rates were available to employees during the renewal period. The software provider was able to make the necessary corrections on the spot, and we conducted a final test to ensure that everything was accurate. Thanks to our quick thinking and decisive action, we were able to avoid any potential conflicts with employees and launch the benefit renewal window as scheduled. This experience reinforced for me the importance of being adaptive, resourceful, and solutions-orientated, even in the face of unexpected challenges. It also demonstrated the significant impact that quick decision-making can have on the success of an initiative. Moving forward, I would approach similar situations with the same sense of urgency and focus on finding solutions that benefit both the organisation and its employees. I believe that my ability to make quick and effective decisions will be a valuable asset as a HR business partner, and I look forward to applying my skills in a challenging and dynamic work environment. So we've gone through 3 different questions and 3 different answers to questions which I think you should strategically prepare for if you're going for a HR business partner interview. I hope that this video has helped you to see how you can utilize your experiences if you've had no experience whatsoever as a HR business partner to help you in that interview process and to hopefully get you that job. If you like this video, then please like, comment and subscribe. Also, if you want to book in any one-on-one time with me so we can have a chat for half an hour, then go down into the description box below and click on the link so you can book in some time with me. And also check out the Find, Prepare and Secure That HR Job series playlist, where you will find many more videos like this one for different roles such as a HR administrator and advisor. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.